Kabla ngapi mimi nimefanya kazi kwa kabla lakini kuna kabla mingi sana. Masomo hadi wengine wanajaribu kuishi. Ndio kile ndio nakwenda kwa. Ndio ukipea pesa, that's how you think. Anataka kupeleka mahali. That's how we think. So now getting this money back becomes a problem. We don't. I'm sorry, I know what I'm saying. Yeah? It's very true. Afadhali kuwe Masai nilifanya nao kazi ya nampea shilingi ngapi? Shilingi 1,100. Anarudisha kwa mwaka mmoja. Anakuwa anarudisha 20,000 kwa mwezi. Anarudisha 20,000 kwa mwezi. Masai atakupa. Ukienda kuuliza anasema tunataka kwa mwaka mmoja. Wote mwaka ishe, alafu kurudi. Yeye kujua analipa installment. Masai yako sawa. Ile mara ya mwisho anataka alete pesa yote. So wewe utulie tu, mwambie pesa ngapi? Ndio kulipa pesa kidogo ya elimu. Ndio atakusikia. Mwambie ni 100,000 atalipa baada wajao zile kwa pesa. Hapo Masai hapo ndio unajua au ndio. Baki mruya. Mjengo pea pesa, achini next time after month. Ukienda kwake hata kwenye ukitumia labda securities za nyumba ukiangalia ukani kwenye securities za nyumba. Anaanza people here at home sell land, they sell land and buy things. After selling land, buy things. They treat all that money and come and take those things they are good and so sell them. Very common, and that's not happening. Why? Because we have never thought about if you are not having that culture in your head, and I'm telling you, you're not the only one in our house wanting this. But the only difference between you and that person is not the information. And you have information that you can use. Yes. Your whole thing, are they from mixed group or they are where they are on that is why then true. I think there is also for men the issue of mistrust. From my perspective, I feel like it's more in men than in ladies. I'm saying that because recently again I was in a group who had several wives and chama. I was not a member just when it was a case. So there were 64 people. The 3 were only men. The remaining 61 are ladies. So the first question, which are those which are men on, then 2, this small problem of have you had that as a patient? When the first question, because if I say the first question. You allow me to answer this perspective. When you are doing an investment or you are growing, you care who you are growing with. When you are failing, you care who you are failing with. I'm not asking difficult or bad questions. But when you are succeeding, you care who you are succeeding with. But when you are failing, you can't care because even yourself you don't know that you're failing. On most occasions, you don't know when you are failing. So if I cannot be able to partner with Steve and I succeed, I would rather. The power is in your mind or in your hands. You choose the people you want to succeed. The example chairman has indicated, out of 64, a membership of 64, we are only finding 3 men. And that explains why even majority of the property owners are women. Why? George gives the wife money to go to a chama. I give my wife money to go to a chama. He gives his wife, and all of us who are married, we give our wives money to go to the chama. After your wife gets the money, that time you have control over the money. Because I'm also expecting if you are an intelligent man, you also have an intelligent wife. When you give out the money to your wife to go to a chama, when they get it,
they are out, it's their time to get the money, or their time to eat, the way that man says, it's their time for eating. When they receive the money, do you have the power on that money, George? Sometimes you may even not know when they are gotten the money. And that is why she will receive the money, for example, 300,000, and they go and buy land. At the moment I hear land is cheap. After one somewhere down here, 300,000 can get more than an acre of land. And she can buy the land quietly without sharing with you. Why am I saying quietly without sharing with you? Steve was asked a question the last time I was here with my friend. We discussed, so I discussed with you a number of issues. He discussed with the men a number of issues. Steve went back home. He never cared to ask the wife what was discussed with them. And I'm very sure neither did the wife. Perhaps the wife asked him what we discussed inside here, and Steve shared. And but he did not bother to ask what they share outside there. So if those small things we don't get concerned about. So if they bought land, you will be consulted chairman that are buying land. They also know the process of owning the land. So straight to the answer he asked me to answer in both the groups or teams we belong to or the chairmans we belong to, they are both sexes. Okay? And sometimes also good to have that blend so that you know that things women think better than us. Or if you're the kind of man who thinks you're the one who thinks better than the wife, only.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hapo nataka jibu. Ulikuwa unauliza jibu ya pili, swali ya pili. Yes, yes. 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 So it is good you got the answer. Brethren, it's very good for us to understand how we're supposed to succeed. And you know, sasa tunaongea mimi na wewe. Then from here we talk. But now okay, you are going to ask yourself how you going to succeed. Mimi tu kiniuliza kwenda sasa pesa. I'm telling you, I tried those methods. So kuweka pesa na just until I realized there's another method. Hii ingine sitaki kuambia because yeye kitu kiambia labda cannot apply to you. Very for us. Yeah, I do want to. And anytime I get some small money, I want to pump in some small money. Kesho mtu akipita anasema nataka kuku. Namwambia nasema tuko kwa. Naambia kwa hii kuku. Nyanga, labda ninunua nyanga, nyanga, I'm also saying enough. So there are more ways you can save money. I like the way he said he did not put it the right way, but he said he's saving in an investment, of which I didn't elaborate. But if you have a business and if you can pesa make up for biashara, and I don't know for biashara na inaweza kitaka, then it's also so find a way which one. And one way you cannot just have one way of saving. There was still a model of you. In order to do for them, so when I had we are coming to a church setup, or I have been here before, sometimes I don't go to church. I also looked at savings in so I would also want to look at it in a biblical context. How you manage your money as a stewardship in the Bible is as a thermostat in my relationship with God. How you manage your money? If you go in the book of Proverbs 3:9, Mungu pia anajua kuna pesa. It says, honor the Lord with your wealth. Honor the Lord with your possession and with fruits of all your increase. So which means Mungu pia anajua kuna pesa, kuna ile part ya wealth, sio? Because there's no way you will honor God when you don't have this. So if God knows kuna wealth na kuna possession, so he says you have to honor him with that. The moment hauna cha kuona Mungu nayo, then we now start asking a question. Hata kama tuko kwa church context, are we really being there to God? And heard what he was saying. Nataka tithe ikachini huko. I heard what he was saying. Nataka tithe ikachini huko. Anajua hiyo ni ya Mungu. Nataka ikachini huko iende. But each and every one of us have a way, apart from life, there's a way you can also do. Simple. So kuna njia nyingi sana. Hello? Yeah? Kuna njia nyingi sana. Another point, the evil of money is no respecter of persons, and the temptations of sin with money is not reserved for the rich alone. What we believe kwamba watu wenye wako na pesa, hii pesa wamepata kwa njia ya halali. Ukweli ni uongo. Hebu ni mention any rich person in your village mwenye mnajua ni Mkristo na alipata pesa kwa njia ya Kristo. Hata mmoja. Sasa hivi ukiomoka tu nyumbani vizuri, mpaka Illuminati ingie kwa hiyo line yako hapo. So now, what are we trying to say? We're trying to say, rich ama pesa imeachiwa watu matajiri, wale wenye wako na pesa. Lakini hawa watu wanaoenda kanisani, they're supposed to be poor. No wonder they say, as poor as a church mouse. What is the most doing in the church? So we're going to talk about what is the most doing in the church. There's no food in the church. What does the boss have to do in the church? Kukula Biblia sindana na Biblia nyumbani. So if they say as poor as that, so which one are you expecting? Hello. What you are talking. So another example of the saying is that ask yourself, why are they saying? So richness has been set aside for the one people. The one people. You know, I was using an example. With all due respect, I the Different Church. I said, okay. With all due respect, why am I negotiating in my church? Because what I'm going to say goes up with all due respect. Waislamu wanafanya ile biashara mchezo. Anashauriwa msikio mabati. Anashauriwa msikio mabati. And who are 80% Christian in this country? Muslims. Which percentage is the Muslim coverage in terms of this country? But church, we never know that is there. Honor, we have never done that. Are you sure if you do that, you will have it? Uko sure tukianza kuona tu vizuri with all our possession? Are we sure we're going to have what we have? So we're not. We're not. So now, when we come to church, you ask us, why are we not succeeding? Kila pale katika church, sasa hapa siku utakuwa kuja saa wanaenda wapi? Conference inataka kama ile na tulikisha wengi, lakini conference ambayo ilipanga kwanza na conference ambayo ilipanga kwanza na hizi ndio zinafaa unaona biashara kwenye kwa inaweza kuonyesha sasa. Na tunataka kusema sisi wa Kristo, the problem we are having as in the way we are doing things, we are doing it in the biblical context. They don't expect it to succeed. These guys, they do their Quran, they believe Ikifika saa saba wanaenda kwa msikiti wao working. Yes. Kama anaenda kukaa anapiga mkeka anaanza kuombea hapo. Yes. Yes. Hapo tena kwa barabara ikifika saa saba nisikia tena anaingia kwa mshono wake. That's how these people can honor their God. That's how they believe. And their principles are working. Hii hapo ya hili ndio alikuwa anasema bwana ni working. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Sasa hapo unaanza kutoka. Mapema yetu. Rwanda. Kwa sababu sio kama mashaka ndio ndio kumbe kwa ndio unakaa mpaka hivi hapa sasa. Ni kama problem. Unataka let's start by doing the principles. Mungu anasema ona God with all that position. Sasa unakuja chani na hata una sadaka. So which position do you have? So, wapi mtu anaenda na kutumikia kama sehemu pale asikuwa sana? Because there's a mouse in the church. But there's no mouse in the church. Hakuna mouse in the church. Wewe ukigusa mouse ndani. So as I said, the evil of money is not respect of persons, and the temptation of sin of money is not reserved for the future. Number two, and number three, you may be tempted by seduction, success, and always want more. But you may also fall victim to desiring in practice poverty what others have. You may be tempted by the seduction of success and always want more, but you may also fall victim to desiring in practice poverty what others have. So, you may be tempted. People are present for the moment you have a lot of money, if they have no focus and you cannot have a very clear way of saving this money, that is before maybe you might also wait a moment. Ikiwa pesa nyingi, si tunaonaka kuna watu wanataka kanisa washabarikiwa na hata kanisa. Si kuna wao washabarikiwa kanisa na hata kanisa. It's true. Because hakuna plan, hata pesa ikikuja, hata kwa sometimes pesa inachelewa kuja kwa sababu kuna plan. Because hata ikikuja hiyo saizi, wewe uko. Wewe ni mtu. So kama tukianza kuongea hiyo, sometimes it is not to do wrong. Yes. It is the mind of the able to see. It's because they are poor. The moment they get well, they are the biggest sinners in the world. Hallelujah. Kuna waimbaji walikuwa wakiimba bila pesa. It's not something silly. It is Instagram the other day. Who's somebody needs? If somebody needs, things in but because of our and she went to kill these people is what I mean. It was all about on sexual plastic. It's putting the reaction how the man is human anything the way it is. That's how I know. Ukichukua mambo ya daktari amesema ukiongeza hiyo unaona what it means. Some of us are just here just because we are poor. They tell you what? So the moment we get money, you so let's know these things are all. Now, Plan for your future. That's just something about planning for your future because of context. God revealed to Joseph that Egypt was going to experience significant famine. That is the book of Genesis 41, 34 to 36. God revealed to Joseph that Egypt was going to get a serious or a significant famine. So let me ask you, why did God reveal to Joseph? And if you read the Bible, yes, for him to take action to attack that. So if you're going to read that, it is, I thought it had explained, but it's okay. In the book of Genesis 41, 34 to 36, let Pharaoh do this. My Bible is different. Let Pharaoh do this and let him appoint officers over the land. Let Pharaoh do this and let him appoint officers over the land to collect 1/5 of the produce of the land of Egypt. And the 7 plentiful years, and let them gather all the food of those good years that are coming and store up under the authority of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in cities. Then that food shall be as reserve for the land for the 7 years of famine which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land may not perish during famine. So there was a plan for saving, and God revealed this plan through Joseph. So kama wewe useme haimaanishi kwamba Mungu hana design ya kusema. Mungu ana design. You know, if they were saving for disaster, they knew the disaster would be there, but they were saving. So now you don't want to save. And God himself, even in the book of Genesis, showed us there is a way we need to save. It is designed on saving. So when we did that, they said, and all of us know that story. I don't want to go into that story. The ability of food was going to be scarce, and if it isn't the plan for the event, they didn't plan for the event, the people of Egypt will do what? Will starve. God will most likely provide such a clear picture for your future like he did for the people of Egypt. Atakwambia, labda si famani, sio? Atakupea idea ya kitu unataka kufanya, like the one he has. He has so many ideas of what he wants to do. God has given you the idea of what you do. Now it is your responsibility to the person alikuwa anasema hapa to ensure this. They come to pass the only plan for them. Amekuambia ndio hii. Hilo amesukuma ndani yako. Amekupea passion ya kufanya kitu fulani, fungue biashara fulani, fanye nini. But it is only you to make that decision by now planning. If you don't plan, okay. Okay, let me rush very fast because I have a few slides. Now, for you to say, you must have different some things for you to be able to say. You must be diligent. Number one, a characteristic of a person to say, you must be diligent. Saving for future doesn't happen by accident. If you have fear of saving money, you don't need more cowbells. What you need is diligent. Do you know cowbell? Unajua cowbell? Yeah? If you have people for saving, you don't need more cowbells. Kwa nini wakati huwa wanakuweza mali zao? Yeah? Why? Washughuliane mahali hapo. So if you have people for me, you don't try to put a problem for Chimo, you feel a man doing that. And you say, well, when you do like that, you know, go for the man doesn't say for something you walk. The man, you tell us, I told you what. It's just like someone was just putting up a proposal. I was just studying something and then I hear this. All the days, people used to have a very good child. I don't know what's kuna mavazi inabidi kuyanondoa, mwanamke msema mnanyolewa huwa anavaa, sio? Kuna vile huwa anavaa, na mwenye hajanyolewa kuna vile huwa anavaa. Hivyo hivyo zote lakini kuna tofauti. And then there's a culture, mtu kama mwenye alikuwa na mwanga hii ni uncle. Kuna kitu anaitwa kwa uncle. Ilikuwa na significant na mbele ya sababu culture. Akipita mahali kana kuja na mbele. Lakini kuna mtu wetu sasa significant na mbele ya sababu culture. Akipita mahali kana kuja na mbele. Lakini kuna mtu wetu sasa the dressing and the same. So it's just you even confuse young men. Because I don't even know how to do it. So when you are studying, you are somehow but you just and you don't think diligence is just a system. You know, we have a for different places. You do not only put a plan to save, but you work your plan consistently. Your plan, but you know consistently your plan to as a person. God often contrasts diligent people with lazy people. The book of Proverbs 10:45. Proverbs 10:45. So kuna mahali pa kuwa diligent, and then there is also another part which I'll talk about. Proverbs 10:4. He who has a slack hand becomes poor, but the hands of a diligent makes rich. It's just simple as that. Kama wewe ni lazy, kwa kusema hakuna driving. Another point apart from being diligent is save consistently. You need to be consistent in saving. I would say the organization of save. I would say save the book of Proverbs 13:11. As you prepare to save, don't fear to start small. Yeye nimesema mara nyingi, mambo ya sifa alikuwa anasema hivi, don't fear to start small. His honest money, that is Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained by dishonesty will be diminished, but he who gathers by labor will increase. So don't ile yako ndogo ndogo ni sawa. Wacha kutaka ile nyingine haina mwelekeo. Ile yako ndogo ndogo ile tumesema tu. Hata kama ni kadogo tuko to go a long way in making sure to become rich. Fight the pressure of making big changes or not feeling like you should save at all. You can set aside as much as you would like. That is in the book of Proverbs 20. Na pitia tu kiandika ukasoma mwenyewe. Hii ndio mambo ilikuwa inasema. Hii fighting the pressure of making big changes. You know, hii mambo ya doubling mostly. I know that's a hip-hop, but I think to be very honest, doubling is not. It is not. Not. The moment you enter into this, nataka hiyo pesa mingi. Just A faithful man will abound with the blessing, but whoever hastens to be rich will not go unpunished. That is in the book of Proverbs 28:20. And then the last book on the same, I'll read the book of 1 Corinthians 16:2. On the first day of every, I think that someone is a display is a concept from the word. 1 Corinthians 16. That 1 Corinthians 16:2. It says, on the first day of every week, each of you is to put something aside and store it up, as he may prosper, so that there will be no collecting when I come. Every first week, you have to say every first week, you have to do what? You have to put some money aside. So apart from being diligent and saving consistently, you also need to honor the Lord. Honor the Lord as a point. As the disciples of Christ, you will be transformed to a generous giver. In your saving, find the temptation to solely save for yourself. And remember to honor God who has given you. So, tumesema tulikuwa tunapeana pesa vizuri sana, tulikuwa tumechange vitu vingine sana kanisani, and we not also need to do that. The book of Malachi 3:10, I think everyone knows about that. Bring the whole tithes into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. So after you have been, you are diligent, you are saving consistently, you are honoring God, you also need to seek professional advice as you've done. You seek the professional advice. There are more ways you can access financial information in this dynamic generation of technology. From internet, free articles, videos, you may watch and you can listen to advice about it. So you have more ways you can take on that. From considering several, now if you have any information, please don't think that you are a financial expert at getting this information. It is being open to you to be able to change your life. Understand? To change the way you bring the number of things. The Bible encourages us to seek advice from trusted and experienced advisors who can help us invest money wisely. In the book of Proverbs 18:22 says very well, without counsel, plan fail. With many advisors, they succeed. That is in the book of Proverbs 18:22. So I think up there, maybe I will just mention 2 or 3 things about a group, and then I finish. After there, I think I'm done with the issue of saving as a culture. So we also need now to know how we are supposed to save and what are saving as a culture. This other one, I will just mention for the purpose of the grouping that we have had people talking about group failing or not being in a manner of unity. I want to just touch a few things, but I'll touch it going on so that we can also finish it. Unity is also known as culture. Unity is also as culture. There's nothing you can do together if you are not having a culture of being. Unity is a glue that sticks together the members of a team so that they can work together and not work against each other. There's a difference between working together and working against each other. And you see, the moment you work against each other, there's no way you'll ever succeed. Even if you are succeeding something small and you're working against each other, you'll not succeed. So you have to have that unity to be able to work together. God values unity and always is in the presence of a united group, more so if they are united in His name. And that's why it says in the book of Psalms 123, 133, that gives me a power, isn't it? How does it say? Poured on the head, running down to the beards, running down on Aaron's beards, down on the collar of his robe, and it is as if the dew of. We understand that simply. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, we have to be at least work together. And for you to have a united or a team, you have to start in a team. Or rather, you have to have some things that are clear for you to run. I will mention them on point. You have to have this one for them to run. Number one, you have to have a clear leadership. Clear leadership. And a clear leadership of a team like this is not a team that's not a media point. It's not a situational leader, but it's a person that people have appointed because they believe he can steer the team to the next level. And this leadership is not supposed to be dictatorial. It's supposed to be leadership that can be consultative and to move to the next. And if it's a clear leadership, we also have a clear professional leadership, whereby like after year tunakuwa na changes, mwingine anachukua pia position, tunakuwa na changes, mwingine anachukua. Ndio isikuwe tu ni kama tunarana monarchy. Yeye ndio chair akisema amesema na asikize na mtu mwingine. It becomes a problem, it brings a problem to the team. Another point, for you to have a successful team or a chama even here, you have to have clear defined goals. Clear defined goals. If you want to form a chama, what is the end product? Tunataka kufanya nini? Clear defined what? Goals. Number three, when you have clear defined roles, also assign roles. Clear defined goals and then assign roles. Wacha kila mtu aparticipate kwa hiyo. Ukuwe na clear roles. Kila mtu anafanya role yake ni gani? Unafanya nini? Wewe kama uko hiyo group as a member, what is your role? As a chair, as a secretary, as chair, what is your role? Clear. So to start the roles zingine zinagongana na zingine, it becomes a challenge. Then we must be able to have open communication for us to sustain that unity. There is no way we can have unity when we don't have clear communication. Kama ni communication tunasema kitu fulani ifanywe hivi, si wengine wanakaa huko mwingine, they are making a cocoon meeting, wengine wako huko na meeting kao, wengine nao, so ukipata information imetoka, ikija pamoja, there is no clear communication. So we need to have open communication for us to work together in unity. Then we must be able to collaborate. Collaboration. We must be able to collaborate. Effective teams rely on collaboration to complete their tasks. You must be able to collaborate together to be able to complete that task. And then the bigger thing that people lack is trust. We must be able to have trust in this particular team. If you have elected someone as a leader, do we trust the person? Do we trust this person can deliver? And if the person cannot deliver, do we have clear mechanism of communicating to this person that this thing is not supposed to be done this way, supposed to be done this way? Or we go and form a certain component to make backbite or bring disunity in the team. Then we also must have what? Conflict resolution. In a team, or is in a group, or in a chama, it is not, as long as we are more than 2 or 3 people, we must always action as if we know. So if we have a very clear conflict resolution mechanism in that particular team or that particular group, then it is easier for us to move ahead with unity so that if you are still on a group, it is easier to talk to the chairman na kuongea na Steve tukawa watatu tukatengeneza maneno ikaishi. Si sasa Steve amekanyaga mguu na mimi ni rafiki yake na amekanyaga mguu labda ni daktari. Sasa akiona nikiongea na daktari na kile tunadiscuss yeye. Unasema? So we see that thing now brings what disunity. So we need to have that particular clear conflict resolution mechanism in that. Then in conclusion, there are 4 things that I have to mention about. One, make decisions together. As a group, make decisions together. Reaching Reaching decision by consensus can help ensure effective within a team. This allows everyone to be in an agreement on the important decision and can involve their level of commitment to their work. The moment you make a decision together as a team, kama kuna mwenye kuna contrary opinion, msikizeni pia. Si ati yeye hapa yusikizwa, msikizeni pia. So that when you make a decision together, kila mtu ataparticipate na itakuwa hiyo. Lakini kama hamtafanya decision pamoja, atasema walisema. Wow, si yeye alikuonyesha kitu. So there's no way we'll ever have unity. Number two, provide constructive criticism. It's very good to criticize, whether it is a leader, whether it is anybody in the group, but let it be positive or let it be constructive. Having clear process of giving and receiving criticism often contributes to success of a team. There's a way you can tell someone kama amekosa in a team and he will feel like he can change. But there is a way you tell someone kama amekosa and he feels like he can fight you. Why? Because of how you put it. How you criticize constructively or may criticize on the negative side. Understand? Then one thing that we always don't do is to celebrate success. We need to celebrate success together. If you have done something and you have achieved, even when you say you have to buy chairs in this church, and we have 10, we have like a 100, and we hit that 100. Then so and so was the one leading that activity. When we celebrate, tukae tu mara moja sio ndio tunataka kukuja kombe cha chai kufurahia we have achieved our goal. Celebrate success. Then yes, thank you for the last part. So when personally, I believe one of the ways to bring trust among the group is to have a bank account. You only mentioned that so that we are able to check our money. Thank you. Another question?
Individual savings, you mentioned something about diversification like that. But, as an agriculturalist, I do read some tickets that as we were told in the book of Job, that Job had thousands of camels and of all those things. I can testify that I had some teams of heads or of chicken back there at home. But you see, my mom is somehow kuna wageni then, so kama niko shule sasa hivi nimemwachia kuku, then nikirudi napata sijui alipika zingine anasema sijui zingine wapi. I also do some agriculture na plant some vegetables, but then vile kuna wageni you find that alienda kwa shamba akachuna mtu mboga my spinach or my sukuma wiki akapeana for free ama hata kama ni kupima, so huwa napima in large quantity. She's yani mama wa kanisa kwa kweli, so she's I can say over generous in my investment quantity. She's yani mama wa kanisa kwa kweli, so she's I can say over generous in my investment. So I cannot do that investment alone. So how can I go about that? Then secondly, we have to agree and we have to know that money is the root of all evil. So in these savings, as a group, maybe to say for church, the future is uncertain, and you may not know what will happen in the future. So we can start a group here, a circle, then we appoint maybe say my brother as the treasurer.
But the treasurer goes, we trust him, we believe in him, our money is safe. But after that, after we have some huge amount of money, anapata shida, si ati amekula kwa kupenda kwake, but amepata shida, then he uses that money. So hiyo money inakuwa a money bad debt that must now be written off because we can't recover it. Na kama church, hiyo ndio maana those things are not common in the church but mko nje.
Thank you.
Not common in the church but mko nje.
Thank you. Let me handle those three questions first, then I'll another. Steve, I was trying to be very specific that avoiding making decisions for them. That's why I said, making a conclusion identity points. And point number one is that you have to be able to make what? Make decisions together. You see, the choice of whether you open an account, whether you have someone immunity, it is addressed for them, kind of a thing. But as you do that, remember I said, you must do things in agreement as a group. Other places like me, we have a church, and what we always do is our church account is the main account. The only thing we change the definition of what you are putting in that church account. And we have three signatories who, at the end of the day, they can write a check and give to the group to go and control. So we don't have any other church account apart from the church account. For which we use that we define the money that goes to the church account. Cannot be withdrawn unless it has been withdrawn in there. So there are people who will say it's in the church, we are going to just use the church account to find our money. So, but as long as the last points you are able to take, make a decision together. You make sure that the decision you're making as a you have to decide on how to open an bank account and every other thing together. The moment we put the thing like if we don't open an bank account, you basically then the issue of trust. Even if you come out in a bank account, so the point here is, are you able to trust among yourself? Are you able to make a decision and know so and so can do this? Because at the end of the day, whichever people are pesa account that is in fact, those are the 2 or 3 officials that you want to put there as the people who are going to run that particular account or name, they can easily collaborate and business. And for example, in the church setup, it is not very good. Because if you have a contract, you get able to get it. I'm not saying to get the same, but I'm just trying to answer you. On your investment, they are good. However, what you can't monitor, that's the way the challenge comes. If you're not able to monitor that, then you can't manage. I give you an example. Me, I'm home. I buy a take home and I'm not. It's easier to monitor what's going on. But you, I can say this. I know you probably like me, but I want to see this. So when we make this part at home, this viewers, who do you always assign to take care of? Do you pay her? No, I don't know. I'm just being honest. Do you pay her? So when should you have a worker you're not paying? How do you what next week?
See, as she's taking care of us, and I can relate to that. Yeah, if the work is good, I can decide to pay.
Take care of. Because if you have that arrangement, if you is going to take care of them, these are very I'm pretty sure. So you now see where the challenge is. So the moment you put them under her care, and she decides to pay herself, now she decides how much. Because let them pay herself the whole country. That's what's her decision. So the easiest way we need to do those things when you're home, it's good. But when you're away from home, you must also have to encourage it. But when you leave it in the hands of anyone, I also suffer. You're not the only one. I once went to work in home and left my bags in the hands of my dad without a clear explanation of how they should be done. In fact, I had someone to work, and in one way or the other, but it was hard. So yeah, come on. Yeah, boots, all those plants. So unapata mimi hilo was unapata usikufa. All those things. That is almost 7,000. Who's going to 4,000? So when you get that, now ukishasikia kufa, kisha piga tu kwanza ndio kwa sababu so unashangaa ilikuwa na of course you can take it but inside the only thing, as long as you cannot monitor something. So the only advantage, the only parameters are given. They are going to be used in the local community, but when you leave home, ensure that you say, but if you leave for them, or even if it's your brother, even if it's your mother or brother, you just you cannot be able to. Any other question? Sorry. Okay. Thank you. If there's no more question, I need to hand back again to the room. Chairman.
Thank you so much, our brother. This is clap for brother.